in to another episode of the ElevateSolo podcast, broadcasting live from the Roy. I ain't gonna lie, to my right, I got a very special guest to me, one of my fellow classmates. Andrew, what's up, bro? How you doing, bro?
Man, I'm living the dream, man. I'm sitting right beside the GOAT, the legend himself, Mr. ElevateSolo.
Appreciate that, my guy. Okay, Andrew, listen, bro. I know who you are, bro. But for the people who don't know, bro, who is Andrew?
Who is Andrew? I think that's a great question. Who is Andrew?
Yes, sir.
Andrew Burriss, the GOAT.
The GOAT.
No, I'm just playing. I'm humble. I am a sophomore here at the U of M. Right. I major in sports media. I love it here at Memphis, man. I broadcast games with a recording broadcasting company in Jackson, Tennessee. We do local high school games. We do Jackson Christian Sports, University School of Jackson Sports, Trinity Christian Sports. We do Peabody football. You name it, we probably do it.
Who made you get into broadcast?
So, more or less, I'd always kind of wanted to be, like, I don't want to say on TV, but
right,
just doing something with TV. And I kind of found that calling around my junior year in high school. My high school had started up a news program, and a girl named Anna Now, I don't know if she even remembers it, but she texted me and she was like, hey, you would be perfect for this because I lived, eat, and breathe sports.
Right.
And so one thing leads to another. I'm a sportscaster for a YouTube channel called Golden News Network. It's up on YouTube. I guarantee you can go and find it. 10 out of 10 recommend. But that's really how it all started.
Y'all go tell me what made University of Memphis your choice?
I'd had a teacher in my high schooling days that had graduated from the U of M, and I would always want to go somewhere that's far enough away from home.
Where you originally from?
I'm originally from Trenton, Tennessee, which is about 30 minutes outside of Jackson, Tennessee, 30 minutes north of Jackson. I was really close to that teacher, and they kind of persuaded me to go to the U of M, and thinking about it, it's only 2 hours max away from home, and so that's how I chose Memphis.
You get rated college on the scale of 1 to 10. What would you get your experience so far? Because you were what, sophomore now?
Yeah, I'm a sophomore.
Right.
Junior in 5 days, baby. Can't wait until those 5 days are up.
Right.
But I would rate it a solid 7.5 to 8. I don't like spending money. Obviously, who likes spending money?
Nobody.
Who likes spending money? But I think Memphis is a great place, and I think one of the worst raps you can give the University of Memphis as a whole, really, and it's unfortunate. Yeah, it's kind of true, but
right.
They tell you this stat, and it's kind of amazing. Last time I checked, it was 7 out of the last 10 years, but it's definitely probably 8 out of the last 11 now. It's the safest, largest campus in Tennessee, 8 out of the last 11 years, probably. And they have a lot of things in place here to ensure your safety. Like, I walked around at night, obviously not felt comfortable. Or let me rephrase that, because that was totally wrong. I have walked around this campus at night, and I've never felt not comfortable. I've never felt not comfortable.
Are you in danger?
Yeah, I've never felt in danger here. But, I think Memphis is a great option for anybody.
Right. What would you say would be the hardest part of just of college in general?
I guess, I take Spanish, and I've had, at one time, 33 assignments due in 1 week. It's more, yeah, it's a lot. College is a testament to your work ethic. You build your work ethic through college. If you can get 33 assignments done, and, you don't have to worry about it, I mean, just do your work and you'll get through college. Take that advice from me all day, any day. Oh, that's to Seth Henson. Take all that advice. Please just do your work, and that applies to middle school, high school, if you're young enough, elementary school, and most definitely college.
Right. Were you big on parties and stuff?
Am I big on parties?
Like you be front and center, like turned at the party, like.
Okay, so I hadn't been to many parties. As a matter of fact, I think the only one that I can truly remember from just just going out and partying is I went to a party at Alabama. I'm not going to say who I was with because they might get in trouble too. But
Yo, pass me that cigarette. Nah, I'm just playing. Y'all look, this fake. It's prop. But look, y'all. I know y'all loving this episode, but look, Elevate Solo. We had just dropped 3 new teas. Boom, boom. Y'all see that? Boom. And look, right now we're doing a bundle deal. 3 teas for only $30. I don't know where else you can get 3 teas for $30. Nowhere else but ElevateSolo.com. And look, y'all, look. And if you use code podcast, you get a secret discount. Make sure y'all head over to ElevateSolo.com. Grab you 3 teas for $30. And let's get back into the episode.
it happened last year, and I had a fun time, man. They party down there in T-Town. It's so fun. It is so fun.
I feel you, brother. But look, one of the things we had in common was that we don't like hearing excuses. I'm saying not from ourselves, but other people. It's that, like, I want to know, like, what did that, like, how did that, I could go on and how it come from me. I ain't gonna lie, but I just want to know what made you get that point. You didn't like hearing excuses.
I hate to use it as an example, but my grandfather, he's about 80, he's in his 80s,
Right.
and he had a surgery, and it was to put a shunt in his brain and to help him walk better, something like that. I'm not educated on that matter, but that's about all I know. It's supposed to help him walk.
Right.
And time goes on, time keeps on going on, and he's in rehab for it, and it doesn't seem to be like him, getting any better, and he's making all these excuses as to why he's not getting up and walking, and I'm like, bruh, and I believe in God. I'm spiritual. I'm a Christian,
Right.
and he believed that God was going to fix him. I believe in miracles, but you got to work for that, man.
You meet him halfway.
Yeah, you got to, you got to work for it, and it goes along with other things like procrastination. Like I've never really got procrastination, even though I do be procrastinate sometimes.
Right.
There's no excuse for it in the ultimate outlook of it all. Just because simply that job could have been done on Monday
Right.
and it's due on Friday, but
Right.
you chose to procrastinate it until Friday at 11:00 p.m. when it's due at 11:59.
Let me ask you this. What do you think is like the leading cause of procrastination for most people?
Oh, the work ethic.
Work.
Without a doubt, it's their work ethic, man. And work ethic is something that is supposed to never stop, improving.
Right.
That was something I was taught. You're always supposed to build on your work ethic, whether it's in the classroom, at the gym for that matter, which I don't go to the gym, obviously.
I'll get right soon.
Whether you're doing yard work, whether it's just like your job, you're always supposed to build your work ethic.
Before you was in college, bro, like what was life for you then? Were you like a shy kid, or was you more so extroverted?
It's really funny you ask that.
Right.
So for about the first, when did COVID hit? 2020. So that was my sophomore year, February of my sophomore year. And a lot of people say that COVID is the worst thing that ever happened to them.
Right.
That jumped the best thing that ever happened to me, man.
What happened?
I don't know. I went through a stage of just wanting. What really happened is I missed my friends, and I was like, man, I really want to hang out with my friends, and I miss them. And so we go back to school that year, and I'm happy to hang out with anybody because I've missed people.
Right.
And yeah, I was the shyest kid until about March, April of 2020, and then I became more extroverted, and here we are now, and I'm meeting new friends.
Right.
This guy right here.
Okay.
So yeah.
So for COVID, COVID for a lot of people was a negative aspect, but for you it was a positive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? One of the things that you said you wanted to get into was commentating, right?
Yeah.
Where did the love for that come from? Obviously, after you got a little more extroverted.
Yeah, it did come a lot of it from that sportscasting gig job. It wasn't really a job. I was more or less a volunteer. I didn't get paid for it. I grew up watching sports. I grew up listening to Gus Johnson, Phil Simms, all the Madden games, Jim Nantz, and sadly Tony Romo. But more importantly, I'd watched wrestling. I built my foundation of commentating on Michael Cole, sadly Jerry Lawler, which that's a whole nother discussion that I will refrain from preaching, but Jim Ross as well. And so the charisma that those guys brought is what I wanted in my life, period. Even outside of commentating.
So being that you had a love for wrestling, you never thought about actually getting in the ring?
I hadn't thought about getting in the ring until, I don't know, like, I guess a couple weeks ago. Yeah, probably a couple months ago. And I was like, we had this thing back in my high school where it was a fundraiser for the soccer program, and the guy who headed it was actually in the ring. And I was like, I think I could do better than that. And like, I've been watching wrestling since I came out the womb, so 19 years ago it feels like. And I'm not gonna. It's definitely not easy. And obviously, me not meeting Jim, it's not making that reality come any faster.
I got a question for you. I don't mean to cut you off. What would your wrestling name be?
Man, what would my wrestling name be? I don't even know. I really couldn't tell you. See, this is why I think I'm meant for commentating, man.
Right. So wait, who did you say was some of those wrestlers you looked up to? Give us a top 5 right now.
Okay, so I would give you a top 5 favorite, and I would give you a top 5 in the industry. Okay, so top 5 favorite, in no particular order. Jeff Hardy, right?
All right.
Unfortunately, he has had a past with alcohol and drugs, but that's besides the point. He's still one of my favorites. If he's jumping off of 20-foot, 30-foot ladders and scaffoldings, come on now.
Right.
We got The Rock because of his charisma. The fact that he can just talk so much crap about anybody on any given moment. He's the final boss, man. We got Stone Cold. Stone Cold is another one of my favorites. Just because he's Stone Cold, man. Ain't nothing better than hearing some glass break and a crowd erupting. Give me Randy Orton because
I rock the Randy Orton name.
But specifically 05 or 09 Randy Orton. 09 Randy Orton.
Right.
I'm gonna go with somebody that's new, MJF. MJF is kind of, I don't want to even compare him to CM Punk, but do you remember CM Punk?
I don't remember.
What? You don't remember CM Punk?
Nah, if I see a picture, I would, but just off the name, nah. Cause I wasn't really big on wrestling, but that's a lie. I lied. Cause it was upon a time that me myself, I wanted to be a wrestler. I like what's his name? He be doing the 619.
Oh, Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, I love Rey Mysterio, but that was my favorite wrestler.
For sure. Well, MJF is kind of like, just a good talker, a great wrestler. Not even a good talker. Great wrestler, great talker. Like a solid what you would want for a wrestler. Right. And he's young and he's hungry, and I highly, highly respect that. Top 5 in the industry, though, we got to go with Shawn Michaels. Give me John Cena. Give me Edge, because he's now in AEW. And so he's competed a lot of other places. Name some guys that you probably wouldn't know. I like Okada. I couldn't even pronounce his first name. Okada is in AEW now.
All right.
And he was from Japan. And I think now that he's been submitted as like, he was champion for over 1,000 days. It's the tribal chief, the head of the table, the ultimate needle mover. Mm. My tribal chief, more importantly, Roman Reigns.
That's tough. I rock the whole lineup. But look, Andrew, if you could go back 10 years from now, what advice would you give that rep to you?
Little Andrew. What would I tell little Andrew? I would say, man, you just gotta be yourself. Don't worry about what others might think of you. What they think of you is what they think of you. And, they're going to judge you no matter what. But you got to be you, stay true to yourself, stay true to your morals, how you've been brought up, and you're going to make it in this world.
So what do you see yourself 10 years from now?
Hopefully living in a nice house. I've already started my career. Hopefully I'm with Paul Levesque, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, Triple H. But yeah, I do want to be working for WWE. I really, hopefully 10 years from now, I am working with WWE. That's a dream of mine. It's not even just to be commentating. It's just working for WWE. I could be Triple H's secretary, and I would absolutely love my job. At that point, I would not be working.
So you'll work cleanup crew.
I would work anything. If anything that Triple H asked me to do, anything that Shawn Michaels asked me to do, anything Nick Khan asked me to do, he's the owner basically now. Anything The Rock asked me to do.
Is Undertaker still wrestling?
Does he still wrestle? No. Is he still involved with the industry? Yes.
So what's a normal day in life like?
Wake up, and act like I ain't know nobody. Nah.
And like you know nobody.
Nah, I'll wake up around 8:30. I got on Mondays and Wednesdays. I got a class at like 9:10, and so I'll go to that class, and then I'll come back to my dorm, or I might eat. Kind of depends what I'm doing the rest of that day. Or take it like a day I'm working. I'll go to that class, and then I'll come back to my dorm. Now that it's hot, I'll probably reapply some deodorant because you don't want to be sweaty. You can't be sweaty.
Right.
And then, so after that, I'll go to my next class, and then I'll eat at the Tiger Den. Great food. It's basically an all-you-can-eat buffet.
Right.
And then after that, I'll go to work, and that'll usually last until about 9 o'clock ish, give or take, and then I'll head back to Memphis for my next day classes, and that'll be on a Tuesday and Thursday, and that starts at 9:40.
Give us a top 5 artists.
Oh, dear God. Oh, man. Okay, look. I'll give you a top 5 and no.
I can tell you an artist that you really like a lot, but I'm gonna
Okay.
Glorilla, bro.
Yeah, Glow. Yeah, Glow.
You said they bring the what about you?
It bring the white boy out of me, bro. Anytime Yaglo come on, bro, white boy just disappears from my body. Bro.
Oh my God.
Right, top 5. All right. Look, obviously we got to put, and this is not in the order. It's not in order at all. J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar. Those two have got to be up there. Am I sold on Drake yet? Yes, I am. Go ahead and put him in there as well. And then, who else? Who else is in my top 5? It kind of changes on the day.
It's a rough time to put all 3 of them together right now.
That's why I said in no particular order, man.
Okay.
I think 21 Savage has always been a favorite of mine.
Right.
Yeah. I have some of his old stuff on my playlist. It's actually really good. I really like it. Older than whatever. It's older than it's a I don't know. It's the album that Bank Account came off of.
Right.
Older than that. And then I'm gonna snub somebody, and you're gonna get on my tail about it probably.
I'm just hoping you put who I think you're gonna put in here. If not,
I'll be honest. I really don't listen to my trap other than that.
it don't gotta be rap. That's just an artist. Like it could be a country singer. It could be a R&B singer. It could be jazz. Like anybody.
I'm gonna put my guy, a guy from back home whose music I really, really enjoy. His name's Kyle. His stage name is Seventh Cadet. Such a great artist, man. It could quite literally fit. If you're sad, listen to it. Happy, listen to it. You just want to vibe, you listen to it, man. And he has a new album coming out in October, and I have been fortunate enough to hear one of the songs on it, and it's honestly unbelievable what Kyle can do.
You just put me on, bro. I gotta listen to some of that. Who is somebody you say you gonna always go to lean on them? Back against the wall.
Does it have to be just one person?
It could be multiple.
Because I got...
That'd be great if you got more than one person you can always go to count on.
Okay, so I got my 3 cousins. Big shout out to Kaiser, K-Beth, and Kedden. And then I got a girl named Jewel Watkins, who, big shout out to her. She just got approved to take her Mississippi State boards for cosmetology. Everybody give it up for Jewel.
Congratulations, Jewel.
And then I got Eli Gerard, man. Boy since pre-K. My boy since pre-K, man. And then a guy named Christopher Reasons, who has helped me through a lot. And Billy, who, man, Billy, one of those guys who you can call at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and he probably going to answer the phone, and you could be on the side of the road with a flat, and that boy say, I'll be there. And
You need that type of person in your corner. What keeps Andrew motivated to keep going every day?
it's going to sound kind of sad, but my dad, he passed away whenever I was in, it was the second to last day of 7th grade. And he wasn't the nicest human being till I was, till probably till about 2016, 2017. And that's when I saw the true dad come out of him. And that was a man that I aspire to be. If he didn't eat, it was fine. But if I didn't eat that night, man, he didn't do his job that day. He worked his tail off. He gave me the shirt off of his back, and that's the type of love I want to give to my kids. And yeah.
But as a parent, bro, is there something that your parents didn't install into your head that you were like, if I got kids, I got to teach them this?
So speaking of my dad, I was in going into 5th grade, and I had just got my first phone. It was an iPhone 4. It wasn't really a phone, and I had an iPod before that. But I see my parents on social media, and I'm like, "Hey, Dad, when can I get a Facebook?" So my dad's like, "Well, I don't see a problem with you getting it right now." And so he sets me up with Facebook, and he lies about my birthday. Says I was born in 1977. I don't even think I even knew what 1977 was when I was in 5th grade. He let me download Facebook, create an account, and I sent friend requests out to pretty much everybody I knew. Along with that comes with, the things that you see on Facebook, like the share if you want to win $100, share if you want to find $100 under your pillow. And so time goes on, and I'm in 8th grade in high school, getting that transition era, and I see the memories start popping up of me sharing all this dumb stuff. And I'm like, why did my parents let me do this? And I've come up with the reason. Is because my dad knew that I would look back on that and be like, Andrew, you were the stupidest human being alive. Why do you think if you shared a Facebook post at $100, which is magically appeared, and it's so embarrassing to look back on, man.
I feel like we all been a victim of doing some stupid stuff like that, but I know I done had a couple incidents like that. But earlier we spoke and you said you was a Christian, bro. So I do have a question for you. Who is to Andrew? Who is God to you, bro?
I have reasons for why I'm a Christian, but I think a big one is just the amount of miracles I've seen. For example, there is this girl who goes to my alma mater, and she, man, I couldn't even tell you what the situation was, being honest with you, but I'll say this much. She was so close. She had gotten in a car wreck, and a guardrail went through her car, and she was driving, and she came out no scratches. When I tell you that was the closest I've ever seen somebody come that close to death, man, it takes a miracle worker, honestly, for her to still be alive. And I could take you to the spot where, a lot of who people believe are buried, but I can take you to Jesus' tomb, and he ain't even there. He ain't in there. There ain't no place where he is. He's in heaven.
Right.
He in this room right now.
Right.
And it's just I was brought up in church, and so yeah, that's just kind of my basis for my belief.
What is success to you?
Success it's something that can be measured monetarily. It can be the house that you live in. It can be the car that you drive.
Right.
But success is how much you've grown. Honestly,
Okay.
I'm 19 years old now. I would hope that my work ethic and success doesn't stop growing at 19. I hope that it'll continue to grow,
right.
And then 10 years from now, when I'm 29, that'll continue to grow, and then I'm 39, continue to grow, right. And so on and so forth.
So when was the moment that you knew you wanted to be successful?
I don't want to be in my hometown forever, and I feel like with me going about the path that I am going about, I'm the only thing that can stop me.
Right. That's very true, bro. If you think about it, I feel like a lot of the reasons that people doesn't get to the point that they want to get to right? One is people listen to a lot of people. You know, they listen to people in their ear around them, right?
Yeah.
But I think the biggest thing is being in their own head. Like, I was once a victim of it. Like, once you realize that nobody in this world can stop you from getting to your goals but you. Once you get out of your own head and realize to get out of the thought process of, and I'm gonna stop down on myself, bro, because it happened for me. I'm gonna stop telling myself I can't do it. But I realized the only way you can't do something is to tell yourself you can't do it. Like, I tell all my friends, I don't even like the word can't. Like, I hate that word with a passion, because at the end of the day, you can do anything you want to because there's a God. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anything is, possible with the right mindset and the right work ethic. So success to me is, like you said, it's not even about the money, the car, the jewelry. It's about the impact and the journey to get to success and the battles that you went through to get to the point that you were at. And not only that, what are you able to teach to the next generation coming up behind you? Because it's one thing to get a lot of information and obtain it, but in order to have that and make an impact on the next generation and have them feeling like, okay, if he could do it, I can do it too, because he's teaching me, and he's not perfect. He done went through things. He done been through mistakes, and he done made it. And now I'm learning and I'm growing as he's developing. And that's what I feel like success is to me. What's some goals that you have, bro? Self goals for 2024?
I don't think that you can ever stop working on yourself. Like, I think you can only improve yourself. Another goal I have is, they say that you can work at any point you really want to. You can make money at any point you really want to. I like making money. I'm a big spender. I got to make money to spend money. And if you're spending money, you got to make money. I do want to make a lot of money in 2024 and 2025, 2026.
Right.
Go ahead and extend that on until whenever I die.
No.
But I don't want to be working for the rest of my life, obviously. But another goal that I have is just to finish out this year in school, get all A's again, because I'm a 5-star academic weapon, man. Like, nobody compares. No, I'm just kidding. I do try my best to be studious, I suppose. So yeah, those are some of my goals.
Can I ask you this? Okay, so are there moments, bro, that you get discouraged with anything that you're going through in life? And if so, like, how do you get through those tough moments?
Something that really helps me is I kind of started back when COVID hit and I was just locked in a room. I started just writing down. It started off as like a poem, and then it slowly went into like kind of writing songs a little bit.
Yo, pass me that cigarette. Nah, I'm just playing. Y'all look, this fake. It's prop. But look, y'all. I know y'all love this episode, but look, Elevate Solo. We had just dropped 3 new teas. Boom, boom. Y'all see that? Boom. And look, right now we're doing a bundle deal. 3 teas for only $30. I don't know where else you can get 3 teas for $30. Nowhere else but ElevateSolo.com. And look, y'all, look. And if you use code podcast, you get a secret discount. Make sure y'all head over to ElevateSolo.com. Grab you 3 teas for $30. And let's get back into the episode.
And then I was like, nah, ain't for me. I'll leave that up to J. Cole and Kendrick. But I kind of just start writing things down. And they don't have to rhyme, obviously. Like, people who have wronged me, people who have upset me, people who have made me sad, people who have made me angry, like, I'll just sit there, kind of just write a letter to them, They're never going to see it. There's instructions, actually, that I've told some people about certain letters, but they'll never see them, probably. And it doesn't matter, because it's helping my thoughts get translated out onto paper or onto my notepad on my phone.
Right.
And that's just one of the things that helps me kind of cope with stuff, helps me realize, and, and it does feel like I'm talking to another person.
You type as if you're actually talking to that person.
Yeah.
Right.
I kind of, like, it helps me with anything. Like, I wrote a letter to my dad. Obviously, he's never going to see it. Rip homie. But it helped me cope with the fact that he's not here anymore, and that poem I was speaking about, that's how I originally got into it. I was like, man, I could I don't know. This is I could rock with this for the rest of my life. If, like this is all that I could do. If all I could do was just write, that's what I would do.
Once you write the letter, how often do you go back and read it and look at it?
It depends on the person. Like, you know, my dad, I kind of go back to it. I go back to it whenever, like, times I would need him most, in my opinion. But there are some people whose letter I haven't touched since my senior year, you know. Yeah. They don't deserve any of the rest of my time. They don't deserve any more of my effort, man. I'm done with it.
Okay, I feel it. I feel it, though. What's your dream amount of money you'll want to make a year?
I don't know. I just want to. I want to be. I couldn't care less about what my car looks like, what my house looks like,
Right.
what my bank account looks like. I want to have a family. I want to have that set of people who I can come home to and be like, "Hey, this is how my day went. How did your day go? Let's talk." But I guess as far as money goes, I guess I'd like to be a millionaire.
Right.
You know, I'd like to have a big house. I'd like to have a 1977 Dodge that Vin Diesel drove. But
Right.
I mean, all I really want in life is some people who I can care for. Honestly, you know, yeah.
Do you believe in marriage?
Oh yeah,
In marriage.
yeah.
Why do you feel like most relationships don't work in 2024?
I do think that a religion has a lot to do with it. You know, I feel like if you don't keep God first throughout everything, it's probably only destined to fail. And I also just think, like, you know, that's just people have been pushing this like mantra of no sex till marriage. You know, some people sometimes can be me. But, you know, at the end of the day, I dare somebody to try and hurt me. I feel like I've been through it all, man.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I've probably been cheated on.
Right. Okay.
I've been manipulated. I've been lied to. You know, like, I dare somebody to try and hurt me, man. You know,
Me personally, I feel like I got a perfect artist for you to listen to, bro, by the name of Rod Wave.
oh, yeah.
Rod Wave, like, any way you feeling, bro, like, just listen to Rod Wave no matter what song it is, bro.
Yeah.
You're gonna cope with it, bro. I promise you this.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you know if you... Because I feel, me personally, I feel like every female cheats. How do you feel like you found the right female? How do you know that female's the one?
I don't talk to... I say I've become more extroverted. Trust me, I was so shy.
Right.
You know, I don't talk to many people, let alone females, girls.
Right.
And so if I start talking to you, and there's a very distinct difference in the way I would talk to a woman as a friend and a woman as, you know,
Right.
and I feel like all good relationships start out with a friendship. Anyways, so I feel like if, you know, I start talking to you, then I see something in you. I ain't got time for all the messy business that's going to go on. I ain't got time for you to talk behind my back. I ain't got time for you to lie to me.
Right.
I ain't got time for you to cheat on me.
Right.
It's you in my life or you out my life, and that's the bottom line.
Right. How many kids you want? And what?
So I'm an only child. Fun fact of the day, I'm an only child. And it did get kind of lonely growing up, so I would say at least two. At least two, so that way they can have somebody play with, brother, sister, or whatever.
Would you rather have a rich woman who cheat on you a lot, or a poor woman? She literally don't have nothing, but like she's loyal, like she would never leave your side.
All day, every day.
Okay, and why would that be your answer?
Because it lines up with my goals. It lines up with what I want. It lines up with what I, you know.
Okay.
As far as everything about that, I couldn't care less if she's poor, honestly.
Right.
You know, as long as she loves me, and she doesn't love anybody else, not necessarily wanting to be with anybody else, you know.
So you just want all Andrew types.
Yeah.
What's your dream vacation?
Man, I love to go to Jamaica.
Mm.
I'm not much of a beach person, which kind of fills us out, kind of Jamaica. But, you know, Jamaica, I feel like Jamaica is such a vibe. I listened to a lot of reggae over the years, and I feel like the culture in Jamaica is great.
I never thought about going to Jamaica, bro. What's okay, look, I got a question. Like, you don't gotta answer if you want to, bro, but how would you say you are, like, mentally as of right now?
Better than I was in October. October was terrible, man. October into November into December, and then just one day in January, I just woke up and I was like,
It's a new year.
it's a new year, baby, and you gotta make the best of it, no matter what. So I'm definitely way better than what I was. And I just want to say to whoever is listening, and might be watching this back on YouTube at some point.
Right.
I did teach at my alma mater. I was a drum tech. I taught there the past 2 years, and the kids had nothing to do with it. It was all just like, my personal well-being. The kids had nothing to do with it whatsoever.
That's hard. If you could have dinner with someone dead or alive, who would it be?
I would love to have dinner with Jeff Hardy.
Mm.
He done been through so much. I feel like there's a lot I could learn. And plus, he's really into music. He's really spiritual. And he would just be a nice guy, a fun guy to have a conversation with.
So look, bro, everybody has to do that. Everybody got to leave the world at some point. We hate to think about it, but it just is what it is. Like, but once that day comes, bro, what's the way you would want to be remembered?
Somebody that can put a smile on somebody's face, man. That's all I try to do. If I can make one person smile every day, I fulfill my life mission, basically.
So you did your part.
Yeah.
Great, bro. Andrew, is there anything that you got that you want the people to know about? Anything upcoming, bro?
Next year, junior year, we trying to build the brand with Ball Game Blitz. I got, as I mentioned earlier, Billy Bolin and Christopher Reasons, man. They gonna watch out for Ball Game Blitz. We coming for show, and we're young, but we produce the best broadcast that you've ever seen. This might top ESPN, honestly, for real.
What platform is it on?
So we stream all the games off of our the school's Facebook page. So say if you wanted to watch University School at Jackson game, all those games are streamed, so they're live.
Right.
It's not like it's recorded. Of course, it is recorded, but it's a live stream off the school's Facebook page. And then after that, after the game's over, we literally are instructed to upload to YouTube as soon as the live stream ends, and we upload it to YouTube, so you can find any video ever there. I commentated. It's way back in the archives of Worthy Road Studios.
Right.
Worthy Road Studios is a YouTube channel, by the way. I commentated all the Peabody basketball games, and I commentated all the Peabody baseball games. It was when I was young, so don't judge. But nonetheless, go out, check it out. I guarantee you look for any school, we probably filmed it in the West Tennessee area. Guarantee it, man.
As y'all can tell, that man had a lot on his plate. But, Andrew, I do want to say thank you, bro, for coming on my platform. Thank you for coming on the podcast, bro. If you're listening to this, if you're watching this on YouTube, listening to our voice, I just want to say thank y'all so much. Thank y'all for tuning in. Stay prayed up. This is the ElevateSolo podcast. You can go reach me at ElevateSolo Instagram. If you ever want to go follow us, go to ElevateSolo podcast on Instagram and Facebook. You know what I'm saying? We're still trying to learn how to work Facebook, y'all. I'm like old in the head. For real. But you feel me? Y'all go make sure y'all go subscribe to the YouTube channel, bro, the ElevateSolo podcast. You feel me? I want to thank y'all again for tuning in. I love y'all. It's Solo, aka Mr. ElevateSolo, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.